Happy long weekend. Cheers, bitches.
Wow, that was very disturbing, really. I mean, that's a double whammy. The person doing the welcoming into the long weekend, I don't know how long it is, and drinking Bud Light. I mean, that's double the sickening of this broadcast to begin with. I'm sorry. I'm offended. I don't think you could get sicker than that. Sorry, I apologize. Bring some wholesomeness to this show, for crying out loud.
Will you poop on me?
What?
Will you poop on me?
Wait, what did you say?
I trust you. I feel like you're my soulmate. I want to give you this gift. I want you to be my first.
Should poop?
On me. What? You don't want to?
No, I mean,
Are you not attracted to me anymore?
of course I'm attracted to you, honey.
So will you? Poop on me?
Man, you just hit the fucking lottery, man.
You don't think it's a little weird for wanting him to shit on her?
Whoa. Slow down, man. Have respect for this guy, okay? She did not ask him to shit on her. Shitting is something you do on a whore. Right? Pooping is a gift you give to your soulmate.
Okay.
Of course.
I never looked at it like that.
So tell me, man, what's on the menu? Before you do the big deed.
I don't know. Does it fucking matter?
Is she a vegetarian?
No.
Boom! Big beef burrito with extra beans on that bad boy. Put some salsa, some guacamole for color. So when it come out of you, it's a festival.
I guess we could get sicker than the actual intro. What the hell is going on? It's terrible. Now I have to go poop. I just give up. I just frickin' give up anymore. You know I'm going to hell, but at least I'm enjoying the ride. Right? Right. All right. God, I need a doctor. Is there a doctor in the house? They need a therapist after that intro. Oh, my. Oh, okay. I'll take the doctor of love. I hope everyone is cured and ready to rock and roll on another episode of Drunk Franklin Friday. A little staticky here. Oh, God. Hang on a second. I think I have a cicada in my board. How are you doing today? Welcome to the show. Always pleased to be here. Yes, we're live for 3 whole hours, ladies and gentlemen, because, as I mentioned, it's a special day.
Today's show is brought to you by Friday. Make it count. Drop a deuce in the executive bathroom.
The revolution starts now. I'm just a dirty white boy. 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 Dirty white boy.
Thank you very much, Dirty White Boy here. Elizabeth Larney is joining us. I see she just popped in. We missed you yesterday. Let's see who's checking in. We have a newcomer, first of all, and I'm sorry, I'm going to butcher your name. You're on Facebook. Sudakdiv Kutalivi. Okay? I'm not even going to say it again. Welcome. I'm sorry I butchered your name. Please don't chop my head off. Brandon Farmer, Donna Nasty Barger joins us, others in the next few minutes. All right, so I know we like to have fun here on this day, but it's my duty to inform you of breaking news. I don't know if you've seen this, but they have once again indicted the former president known as Donald J. Trump. It was unbelievable watching the news today. 37 counts, indictments, and some of it is pretty alarming. They show pictures of stacks and stacks of boxes of classified documents, and that's one thing, but now there are many people coming forth and recordings of the former president trying not to hand over these documents and possibly allegedly asking people to lie. Now, what does this mean? If he's indicted, which he is indicted, but if he is found guilty by a jury of his peers, I think each indictment carries a sentence of 10 years. This man could spend the rest of his life in jail. So that's how serious it is. That's the breaking news for you. Yeah. It was wild just watching this, but this one is really serious. The good news is the jury will be in Florida, I believe, and that's Trump territory, Florida. So we'll see what happens. That's a big news story. I just wanted to get that out of the way. It's awful what's going on, folks. I mentioned that we have a corrupt system and a corrupt government, and yeah, because you have Biden doing similar things, even worse things. You had Hillary Clinton breaking her phones, okay, not to get caught, and bleach washing her computers, okay. Nothing happened to these people, but because they're so afraid of Donald Trump winning in 2024 that they're going to stop at nothing. So there are lawsuits in New York, Florida. There will be one in Georgia. So stand by for this. It's going to be, it really is a shame. It's a blemish on our country. People are laughing at us. So we'll see what happens. But I just wanted to inform you before we move forward with the fun festivities. We'll see what happens. Can you imagine spending the rest of your life in jail? A president, an ex-president? And it's a dangerous precedent because, heck, you get a Republican in there, well, turnabout is fair play. Now we're going to put Joe Biden in jail. It's terrible. This should never happen. If Joe Biden was smart, he'd pardon him, okay? Because the whole idea is they want Trump to win. They want his ratings to go up. They want him to be the nominee. They want him to run for president. This is all calculated. Why? Because they're betting that people will not vote for Trump and will put Biden back in the White House. So they want him. They don't want him in jail. They want him to run and succeed so they can win again. So there we are. Where's Bill Duff? He should be all over this, okay? So anyway, there we go. Pete Jenkins is joining us. Donna Nasty Barger said, it's so sad when Biden has done worse. Yeah, and his kid has done worse. Yeah. Can you imagine? Can you imagine a guy? Now, this is sad. Hunter Biden addicted to cocaine, but he $36,000 prostitutes snorting coke off their asses in different foreign countries. He's put on the payroll, is making like millions of dollars. China's paying him, and he flies over there. He knows nothing about gas or oil. He's just over there partying, having hookers. I'm somewhat jealous. And not just hookers, $36,000 hookers. Hey, Dad, could you give me some money here? I'm a little short on the 36. Yeah, I got 30,000, but this hooker wants 36. That's okay, son. I'll Venmo you. Yeah. Hello, Sandy Watson, you sexy thing. How are you doing? Nice to have you along. All right, so we have our useless Stonehead Jeopardy question for today. Let's see what the category is going to be. It's going to be streets. Streets. Street names. 30 seconds on the clock, please. All right. So anyway, our friend from the Middle East checking in, Sukatev Kulateli. I would like these people from the Middle East to tell me specifically what part of the Middle East. I mean, this happens every day, and nobody ever answers me, probably because they don't want their heads chopped off by ISIS. They're probably in a cave right now. We're going to put on Perry Stone right now. Shh, don't tell ISIS. I'm just kidding. And Sandy Watson, she is in the Perry Stone book, Radio Days. Now, I don't mention your name, but yes, you are in the book, The Parking Lot Scene, Sandy Watson. You know what I'm talking about. We have someone else, Ravali Tuwani. Ravali Tuwani. We are number one in the Middle East, ladies and gentlemen. I just want, not here in the States, but in the Middle East, Perry Stone is very popular. All right. So here is today's question. It has to do with streets. Hang on, let me go find it. Hey, it's a one-man show, folks. This name is the most common city name. It could be misconstrued for smoking weed. This is the most common city name in America, but some could misconstrue this for smoking cannabis. What is this popular street name in this country? Get your answers in. All right, now I realize that I spoke to Donna today. I'm going to try not to play some of these songs that get us blocked off of YouTube, and I ask you, if you send me songs, maybe you can you see if they're copyrighted, and I know that's tough. But if you want to play it safe, usually cover songs, you can't go wrong with the cover songs. So I know it's a pain in the ass, but I'm just so tired of dealing with YouTube and entering all these songs. Okay, that just drives me crazy. 800 songs or so. So that's just the way it's got to be. So if you're going to send me music, it's much appreciated, but we have to make sure that we're clean. Not my doing. It's just the way they are. And you know how they are. All right. Let us continue, and we'll be back with your answers for Useless Stonehead Jeopardy. Oh, I don't want to play Bohemian Rhapsody. Oh, God, who requested that? I'm sorry, you people in the Middle East, please. I have this thing about the Bohemian Rhapsody. It's just one of those things. I'm so sorry. All right. Let's see what else I can play here. I can't deal with that. Not today anyway. Let's go to the movies, okay? You remember Beverly Hills Cop? I think it's number 2. This song from Bob Seger. It's a shakedown.
No matter what evidently lost. Someone's faster on the draw. No matter where you hide, I'm coming after you. Hey! No matter how the race is won, it always ends the same. Another room without a view, waste downtown. You can shake me for a while, live it up in style. No matter what you do, I'm gonna take you down. Shake down, break down, take down. Everybody wants you to the ground and line. Break down, take down, you're busted. Let down, you're gone. Honey, just another time and thinking it's alright. Break down, take down, you're busted. Oh, oh. Oh, yeah. This is a town where everyone is reaching for the top. This is a place where second best will never do. It's okay to wanna shine, but once you step across that line, no matter where you hide, I'm gonna hurt you. Shake down, break down, take down. Everybody wants to take it out of line. Break down, take down, get busted. Shake down, break down, honey, just another time and make it, it's alright. Break down, take down, you're busted. Oh, busted. Oh, oh. Shake down, break down, take down. Everybody wants to do the crowded line. Break down, take down, you're busted. Shake down, break down, take down. Just another time and thinking it's alright. Break down, take down, you're busted. Shake down, break down, take down. Everybody wants to do the crowded line. Break down, take down, you're busted. Let down, you're gone. Only just another time to make it, it's alright. Break down, take down, now you're busted. Shake down, break down, take down. Everybody wants to do the crowded line. Break down, take down, you're busted. Let down, you're gone. Honey, just another time to make it, it's alright. Break down, take down, you're busted.
That dude even looks like Bob Seger. I guess that's the cover band right there. Forever Seger, the Silver Bullet Experience here. All right, so here is today's, and it's a good Stone Franklin Drunk Friday question. This is the most common city name. It could be misconstrued for smoking the weed. It's all across America. Most common city name. Nasty says, what is Toke Street? Sandy says, I really look sexy today, my friend. You too, Sandy. Thank you for sending me a photo of your boobs. I do appreciate that, because it is National Sex Day. It is true. I'll get to that in a couple of minutes. Brandon says, what is High Street? That is a very good answer. Elizabeth Larney, the Horse Whisperer, says, what is Mary Jane? Sandy says, High Street. Yes. All right. Well, you're all wrong. Okay. The most common city name that could be associated with smoking weed, Franklin. Now, a lot of people don't know what Franklin means. you may want to chat about it. I only learned that from you guys a year or two ago. I'll explain it for the newbies here, because we're getting a lot of folks evidently from the Middle East that are checking in on the show on Facebook. It is code. If there's a police officer, law enforcement around, and you don't want to say, hey, bud, let's go smoke a joint, you say, hey, let's go meet Franklin. Okay? So Franklin, yeah, there are 28 of them in America. 28 city names, Franklin. And speaking about the evil devil's weed, marijuana growers in Ohio, thank you for buzzing in, marijuana growers in Ohio say they're facing a serious problem right now. What is that problem? There's too much weed grown in Ohio. Don't you feel sorry for people in Ohio? You don't know what we're going through. There's just so much weed, we don't know what to do with it. Please stop growing your weed. It's just horrible. That's their major problem. There's just too much of it. It's out of control in Ohio. Ohio. Get it? Oh my goodness. All right. I mentioned today is National Sex Day. I don't know what you do on National Sex Day. Do you? Does anybody know? It's every June 9th. I didn't know this. It's dedicated to the joys of having sexual relations, engaging in pleasurable activities, and exploring each other's bodies. Yes, there's a lot more to it, it says here, than just getting physical. It's about connecting with someone and creating and enjoying this overworldly experience. Hi, my name is Perry. I'd like to connect with you and create an enjoying, worthwhile, overly worldly experience. Would you like to come home with me? Sex is a primal instinct that no living species is alien to, except for Joe Biden. It has existed since the beginning of time. Really? I didn't know that. The origins of the holiday are unknown, but it is celebrated on June 9th because numerically the date is 6-9, the infamous sex position. One of my favorites, as a matter of fact. That was my high school football number. I requested it from the coach. If you want me to play, I must have 69. And that's what I told the cheerleaders, too. But I'm bummed. Totally false. The word clitoris originally comes from the Latin word chlori, meaning to go together. It also refers to planetary alignment and magnetic force, before its meaning evolved in 1885 into how it is used today in the sexual sense. Although sex has existed forever, it was in India that the act became viewed as artistic and sophisticated. Really? Well, what do you expect? You folks in India pray to cows. I eat them. Rare. The history of sex took a pivotal turn when the first works of literature treating intercourse as science were written in India. Man, fascinating. Many people believe that sex education through literature and art was pioneered in India. Until today, India has been the center of New Age attitudes towards it. Many sexual practices started in India, such as kissing on the lips, before spreading to the rest of the world. We'll have more on this wonderful holiday, National Sex Day. Maybe that's why I'm getting so many calls from out of the country. They're like saying, hey, it's National Sex Day. Perry's going to be talking about this. Sandy says, have sex all day. Well, Sandy, are you having sex right now while watching me? You wouldn't be the only one. Our good Stonehead friend, Justina Barber, has often sent me pictures after she's done the deed with her husband, with her hair all messed up, and she likes to have sex while watching the show, which is kind of weird. It's almost like having a threesome in a lot of respects. Anyway, it's National Sex Day. That's the bottom line. All right. So we hope Sandy Watson is having sex all day while she's watching me. That's nice. All right, we will be back with more. Bill Murray, one of my favorite comedians and a wonderful actor. You are going to be surprised at who he's dating. Had one of the more controversial songs a few years ago. You want to talk about an odd couple? I have photos for you. That's coming up. And some other wild stuff. This show is like dreams. Dreams come true on this show. I don't know. If you want to do a shot, here it is, the vodka. They made it work when David Lee Roth left the band, and a different sound, but very, very successful with Sammy Hagar. Yeah, yeah. Although I think they should have changed the name to Van Hagar at that point, but they kept it Van Halen. I mean, either way, it's not that. That's what I thought was going on with that whole thing. But anywho, I mentioned that's National Sex Day, and yeah. But here is something interesting. Did you know Sweden has become the first country to register sex as a sport? And later this week, they'll host the first ever European Sex Championship. And it's a lot more structured than you may think. The championship is being organized by the Swedish Sex Federation. The Swedish Sex Federation? How much do they get paid? What is going on? It's crazy Swedes. What can I tell you? Yeah. Here we go. It's open to anyone from any European country. This year's competitors have already been chosen. 20 representatives from different European countries will take part. The championship will last a few weeks, with daily competitions lasting for 6 hours. There better be plenty of Viagra in the water. That's all I have to say. Each individual participant will engage for up to 1 hour daily, depending on, According to the organizers, the focus of sex as a sport is on maximizing pleasure, so the more pleasure your partner experiences, the more points you get. Really? Participants will be judged on creativity, strong emotions, imagination, physical fitness, endurance, and workability. The final scores will be determined from a panel of judges. So the judges are going to judge the sex? I don't know. I'm going to have to give you a 4.5. I just didn't see a lot of pumping going on there. I thought you guys are very nervous. I can't give you a good score. Challenges are grouped into 16 groups, including seduction, massage, oral relations, and full-on intercourse. There are also stuff like pose performance, creativity and position change, increased blood pressure and heart rate during competition, and the most beautiful and difficult pose. Who knew? Who the hell knew? I hope people are clean there, okay? If you're talking about a massive sex championship, you better, wash properly in the crevices, you Swedes. That's all I'm saying.
Head & Shoulders dandruff shampoo works fine for the hair on your head. But what about the rest of you?
Hi, I'm Bob.
Hi, I'm Karen.
So is this your first time at an orgy?
Yeah, it's great.
Well, why don't we,
Cute guy. I'd like to go on him, but, look at those flakes. Sorry, Bob. I just remembered I'm a lesbian.
What?
It just slipped my mind. I'm sorry.
Don't let this happen to you. Use new Head & Pelvis, the dandruff shampoo formulated especially for care. Head & Pelvis leaves your hair soft, flake-free, and oh so manageable. Just shampoo in. When you feel that tingle, you'll know it's working, or that you have some horrible sexually transmitted disease.
Hi again, Bob.
Hi,
Karen.
Karen, right.
Great hair.
Thanks. I use Head & Pelvis.
Neat. Can I go on you?
I thought you were a lesbian.
No, I meant that I'm from Lisbon.
Lisbon?
The capital of Portugal.
Uh-huh.
So that would make me a lesbian.
New Head & Pelvis shampoo. If your hair isn't free of flakes in just a few days, let's just say it's not dandruff.
Get it today. Head and Pelvic shampoo for those people who just like to go down. With the ship, that is. All right. Coming up, the Bill Murray story, which is very, very interesting. You remember that lady who sang, "My milkshake is better than the rest. It's better than yours. My milkshake brings all the guys." I don't know who did it. Cleus? Whatever. Bill Murray is dating her. Yeah. Yeah. And I have photos to prove it. We'll get to your viral videos, so much more. So let's keep it going here. How about a deep cut from Journey now? Journey on the Perry Stone Show. Hit those high notes. Deep track from Journey and The Girl Can't Help It. I gotta tell you a little story here. So I told you, you know now, I've joined this gym and they have this music blaring. And it's some kind of satellite feed, and they play classic rock, okay? And early in the morning when I go, I just want to get it the hell out of the way before the crazy crowd, so I get up really early. But they have a lot of, I don't want to say kids, but you know, they're from the high school, and this is what they do. They work out because it's probably part of their gym grade, right? And so they're working out, and this music is blaring, and the looks on their faces when these songs come on, they don't know. They're like, you know, the Guns N' Roses could come on. They're like, you know, what's that? And I really feel old at that point. I do. It's like, you know, Metallica comes on. They're looking at each other. What the fuck is this? I don't know what the kids are listening to today, but I don't like it. No, I don't. So there you go. It's just, look, you know, it's just, you know, with the age. Everybody believes their era of music was the best. Like my mom. They don't make music like that. My time, Perry Como, Frank Sinatra, Tony Bennett, that was music. Look at what you kids are listening to. Like if I put that track on for my mom, she'll go, the high voices, do people like that? Well, it goes back, you know. I don't know. Well, speaking of music, I think everybody knew that song because it was semi-controversial until that WAP, wet ass pussy song came along. Got to get my body parts right. But remember that, my milkshake? Yeah, my milkshake brings all the boys. People thought that was controversial, right? Well, Bill Murray has the hots for the lead singer, okay? Here we go. Yeah, look at him. Bill, and I think he's, for me, the old days of Saturday Night Live were certainly the best, okay? And he was fantastic. But this is an odd couple. This is an odd couple. It's the most random couple ever. I don't know what it is. Bill Murray supposedly dating, is it Keyless? The lady whose milkshake brings all the boys to the yard? He's 72, she's 43. Bill's been spotted attending some of the shows in the United Kingdom, and a source says, quote, they've met up in the States before, which got people in the industry talking, and now are meeting up in London while they're both there. They've clearly hit it off. Well, that's fine. But again, it goes to show you, 72, 43. There's a young Bill Murray, Ghostbusters. And there's the milkshake lady. She's kind of cute. She is kind of cute. I like the outfit. Yeah. Sandy, you should dress up like that. Or Jeannie Harper. Get an outfit like that. You bring all the boys over. The milkshake. Show your milkshake. So they are an item right now. Bill Murray, and I hope I pronounced the word. See, I'm out of touch. I hope that's how you pronounce her name. Cleus? Cleus? Okay. Good for you, Bill Murray. It's what happens when you are a star like that. The sky's the limit. You could be 82. You could be with a 22-year-old. Doesn't matter. Anyway, let's bring all the boys and girls as I do my milkshake here. I make a good milkshake. Actually, Dairy Queen doesn't make a bad one. Yeah.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. They're like, it's better than yours. Damn right, it's better than yours. I can teach ya, but I have to charge. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. They're like, it's better than yours. Damn right, it's better than yours. I can teach ya, but I have to charge. You want it? The thing that makes me. What the guys go crazy for. They lose their minds the way I want.
there's our friend Leo. Yes, my milkshake brings all the boys. I think that's code for ass. Is that what it is? See, I'm not in tune with the new lingo. Is that milkshake? Is it the breasts? I don't know. Anyway, we're getting a lot of new people on Facebook, and I welcome them. I don't know why today is so particularly special. Maybe Drunk Friday has become popular around the world. I don't recognize any of these people. Hello, I can pronounce this person's name, Sarah Hobbs. The rest of them, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I just I can't pronounce them. So, yes, Pete Jenkins says, so Bill Murray has got a huge bank account. Well, again, this is what it's all about. You're right. If Bill Murray wasn't Bill Murray, would he be going out with that 43-year-old lady? Yeah. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. But these are, as long as you have a mutual pact, I don't want to say a contract, or maybe you do, but an agreement, okay? I like your big bank account. You're going to spend a lot of money on me, and in return, I'm going to give you relations. It happens all the time. You don't have to be a movie star. You don't have to be a celebrity. We talked about it before. You could be in your 80s, and you're a multi-gazillionaire, and you could go to the bar and pick up a 20-year-old, and you have a mutual. You'd have to be absolutely stupid if you're 80 years old thinking that this 22-year-old is really into you and really in love with you. She's in love with your bank account. Yeah. So there you go. Joseph Johnson, there's one I could pronounce. Thanks to all the people checking in. I've never seen this amount of people checking in. I don't know why, but it is what it is. Speaking about milkshakes, 2 people were arrested and charged in Ohio for allegedly attacking and robbing the staff at a Wendy's because they forgot to put cheese on their chicken sandwich. What? 2 people are facing robbery charges after they allegedly tried to take an employee's phone during the fight. Here are the people in the community talking about what exactly happened.
Oh my gosh, what kind of cheese were you missing? They're never going to forget cheese again.
A bit over the top. She might have really been having a bad day, and she really got a little bit out of control, it sounds like.
I think she could have just asked them to put some cheese on there. I would quit.
Just for cheese? Okay. We live in a very, very bizarre world. People freaking out, and it happens at fast food restaurants more times than not. If you have not heard the news, big news, besides Trump being indicted, televangelist Pat Robertson died yesterday, and here's the kooky thing. Do you remember the movies, the Twilight movies, right? Twilight movie fans freaked out all over social media because they thought it was Robert Pattinson who died, okay? Young star of Twilight. They were freaking, oh my God, he died. No, it was Pat Robertson. One person said, scrolled too fast, thought it was Robert Pattinson. I almost puked. Here is some of Pat Robertson's moments, we'll say.
I think there are men who are in a woman's body. It's very rare, but it's true, or women that are in men's bodies, that they want a sex change. I don't think there's any sin associated with that. I don't condemn somebody for doing that. 50 Shades of Grey is the fastest selling paper book of all time. Mommy porn. 1/3 of the millions of Americans who watch porn are women. Yes. Who thought? He cheated on you. Well, he's a man. Okay. Give him honor instead of trying to worry about it. What you want to do is to make a home so wonderful that he doesn't want to wander. Why do you build houses in a place where tornadoes are apt to happen?
Not so much why did God send them, but why didn't he intervene?
If enough people were praying, he would intervene. You could pray. Don't blame God for doing something foolish.
All right. Well, there you go. He was not really liked. He was liked in terms of the religious communities around the world, really, and respected. But in terms of the other side, he was hated. I saw some really ruthless things on Facebook today, like people glad that he's dead. You know, I mean, celebrating his death, you know, like he's some kind of like Osama bin Laden type. You know, it was just crazy, you know. Nuts. Elizabeth Larney says, cheese lives matter. I like cheese myself. I do. But freaking out over a Wendy's, you get your cheese? I don't know, man. The world's going to hell in a handbasket. All right. Nasty, I know that you're disappointed that I'm not playing your tunes. If you could check, and see, or at least pull out one or two that you think may be clear. It's just that I'm living on a thread right here with my YouTube people. And so I'm trying to preserve that so we don't get blocked and we have to start all over again. So that's why I'm not punishing you. I'm going to make a mistake. The final strike will be with me. As I mentioned before, if you're a new viewer, which we have a lot of them today, they have obliterated 4 of my channels thus far. And most of the offenses come from something like spam and deceptive practices. And I've emailed them for a clarification, so I don't do that. And I've not received, anything. It's just my appeals have been rejected. But I did talk to somebody, and they said, well, after a while, if you get enough of these things, they give you a strike. And if you're playing a song that is copyrighted, they're going to throw a strike against you. Okay? So when I heard that, I went, okay, I wish that was explained to me. Because usually what YouTube used to do, if I played a song that was copyrighted, they'd knock the show off, but not give me a strike. And then I would go to my channel, and they gave me the opportunity to trim the song out. And then they'd put the show back on, which is fair. That's fair. But I understand what they're saying. Well, the damage is already done because you played the song. Now, I get that. I'm fair. The damage is already done. You played it, even though you trimmed it out. So I'm trying to be a little careful here. So it's not that I don't want to play your stuff. It's just I need you to do a little bit of homework. And I don't know how you do that. Maybe you look up the band or the artist and you on Wikipedia, Google them and see if they are tied into a recording contract. That's what it's all about. I love the new music that you guys give me. I do. I think I've discovered a lot of great new music. But I'm tired. I'm so tired of this with the battles with YouTube. So just do a little homework. That's all I'm saying. And if you find that these new songs that you have are okay to play, I'll play them. You know I will. So that's where we are. Okay? Thank you very, very much. All right. We'll be back with more, folks. So stick around. I know we're playing a lot of popular bands today, and that's okay. If you've got a song request, a cover, let me know. Aerosmith now on the Perry Stone Show. Happy Drunk Franklin Friday. All right, a little bit of Aerosmith there. A number of songs going on, Toys in the Attic, and Let the Music Do the Talking. All right, so we have a question here from Peter Jenkins. You guys are very inquisitive today, and it's a tough question to answer, really. Perry, would you mind giving us a brief tutorial on how to check videos for copyright? YouTube shows licensing, but I haven't found copyright. That's what I meant, and I probably misspoke. Copyrighted licensing, that kind of thing. What it comes down to is the record companies. When you search a song, whatever that song may be, you scroll down under the video, and you'll see a number of chats and whatnot, but you'll also see a little bit of bio, and it'll say the record company. That's the one that you'll want to look for. You know, RCA Records. I don't even think they're in business anymore. Yeah. So licensing, copywriting, the same kind of thing. And it gets very dicey. You could either do that, or if you want me to play a band or an artist, Google them, and then it'll give you kind of like a description. And if you see, you know, RCA Records, this one, then you know that it's licensed. They have a recording. It comes down to recording contract. So that's what it's listed. Yeah, UMG is bad. They get me all the time. And the thing about see, it's the algorithms. I look for the best covers, but the bells will go off because they think I'm playing the regular version, but it's a cover. So they'll knock the show off of Facebook, and then maybe an hour later, we've been through this, they'll put the show back on. They say, oh, my mistake. That was not, no, it was not U2. It was not Boston. It was a cover band that sounded incredibly like them. So it's a difficult tightrope dance. It is. You know, I'm going to make a mistake. We were thrown off in different countries. Now, just because the other day, perfect example, Pete, I played a cover of Gary Wright's Love is Alive. And so the show was thrown off in Ukraine. Like they don't have anything else to worry about. We got bombs from Putin in Russia. People are dying. Buildings are exploding. But Perry played Gary Wright's Love is Alive by Sugar Love. And they're from our country. So that's what's more important. So we were thrown off. How do you know? Unless you spend all day going through this. We'll be knocked off in Russia or wherever the place, because the song has licensing copyrighted to a specific country. So I think we're okay with that with YouTube. It's just the major ones that are signed. That's the key thing. So I know this is a tough thing to do. It's not easy. Not easy to do this, okay? That's where we are, okay? I know that probably wasn't a great explanation. It's very tough, but look at YouTube, look at the record companies, go to Google, check out their history, if they're signed, and we go from there. And we'll make a mistake. I'm not going to get on anybody's ass if you make a mistake. I make plenty of them. I get it. It's just a tough dance. All right. Now, moving on, let's take a look at some of your things that you have sent me here from Facebook and all this other stuff. Very good job, by the way. Let's see what we have here.
In the holler, and first things first, do not try this at home. Now, for those of you what doubt my hillbilly fortitude, let me show you here what we're working with. Can't see a thing, can you? Come a little closer. Listen here. That there's good old corn liquor right there. Here's what we're gonna do with it. Cheers.
Oh, wow.
There's a hillbilly shot. I tell you, that Red Bull give you wings, or that moonshine give you four-wheel drive.
Wow.
Red here from
doing that. Wow. He downed that in one gulp, that moonshine. You could die. I mean, that hillbilly moonshine, as you know, is the real McCoy. That's not the stuff you buy at the liquor store. If that's the real McCoy, he's lucky he's not dead, or maybe he is. He did that. He took a shot. That's just not a little shot glass. That's a mason jar, it looks like. Good. Now that's a stonehead right there. Oh my God. That'll make you go blind at the very least. All right. Speaking about hillbillies, this was sent to me, I believe, from Donna Nasty Barger. One of you crazy people, anyway. Let's see what this is. Wait for it.
So I pulled my junk out last night and asked my wife, I said, hey, does this look like a clock? She said, no, it don't look like a fucking clock. I said, well, it will when you put a face and two hands on it.
Ooh.
So I put...
What? Well, it is National Sex Day.
So I pulled my junk out last night and asked my wife, I said, hey, does this look like a clock? She said, no, it don't look like a fucking clock. I said, well, it will when you put a face and two hands on it.
Ah, you folks in the South, you have such a way with words. You really do. Now, here's an interesting... I didn't know where this was going when I saw this, okay? But this is a little foul. I guess this is a grandma...
Why do you keep turning my seat warmer off?
Why do you keep turning it on? That's a seat warmer. It warms the seat.
Okay.
Okay, well, you should not put a seat warmer on. But what we're not going to do is fry fish up in this motherfucker.
Damn!
Wow. Wow. I didn't expect that. That's grandma talking to the granddaughter? See, I didn't understand in the beginning. Why won't you don't put that seat warmer on? Well, that's no way to treat your granddaughter. We're not going to fry fish in this car. Where's the guy with the mason jar of moonshine? I need to take a sip of that after that. Wow. That's some tough love right there. I'm sorry. Good gracious. I could go for a tuna sub now. Yeah. I know this is going to sound disgusting to you stoneheads, but I often ate the Subway tuna sub. And it ain't tuna, but for some reason the way they make it is delicious. I haven't had it in years, but that was my go-to sandwich. I know. Yeah. I could add turkey, roast beef. I go for and when you go there, I know I was sick and probably stoned, but they have a vat of this tuna just laying there in the mayonnaise, and the kids with the pimples and the zits on their faces, it's probably going in the tuna, but that's what I used to order. All right, now this is pretty good. As we are in summer, obviously, you don't leave your dogs in the car, okay, sweltering while you go about your business for an hour. That's just horrible. Please break the window. The AC is on, but they left Coldplay on the radio. That is excruciating. I don't blame you. No, on a serious note, don't do... Who does this? Who leaves the dog in the sweltering heat and they come out and the dog is dead? I mean, really? And then they'll do it with babies, too. What kind of human does that? Let's see, it's 105 degrees in the middle of the day. I just got to go in for an hour. We're going to leave baby in there. Nuts. Speaking about nuts, it's time for a beer. Y'all wait till the new Bud Light bikini calendar drops. It's gonna be nuts. Bump. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to get serious with you for just a moment. I got into a serious accident, and it was a part of my body just went right into the concrete, and it's still there, and I guess they're trying to clean up the mess and whatnot. But I like it. I like it very, very much. Yeah. There it is right there. The exact spot my zipper broke. It was terrible. There it is. Damn it. Hate when that happens. Okay. Just go with me, folks. It's Drunk Franklin Friday. All right, now let's have some respect for our president. Okay, yeah, we've been making fun of him, but this is serious. Hello, Jill. I locked my keys in the car again. I'm wondering if they show him these memes. If he's sitting around having his milk and cookies at night, and does his wife, Jill, say, you want to see some funny memes? Or they keep it from him? What do you think? Do they keep this from him? Oh, they probably keep it from him because he doesn't realize what he's doing. No, that he has a little bit of dementia. He'd probably go, well, I don't understand. What is this? Why are they making fun of me? No, I believe that. They probably keep all this away from him. Sad. It's sad. But he's our president. Now, there is a rumor. I'm not one for spreading gossip and rumors, okay? But there is a rumor going around that Biden and Hillary Clinton are having something going on because Hillary wants to run in 2024. Now, there are also rumors that Joe Biden's wife, Jill, is messing around a little bit with Kamala Harris's husband. They filmed him giving Jill a kiss. Yeah. I think that was, the State of the Union address. Jill actually was the one, from what I remember, walked up to Kamala Harris's husband and planted a kiss. And it just wasn't like a peck on the cheek. It was like, hey. Yeah. But now there's a rumor that Joe Biden and Hillary Clinton are, which probably pleases Bill Clinton, so he can fool around with some strippers and things of that nature. Anyway, I don't know. Just some rumors going around. Don't know if they're true. It's what happens when you're the public eye. All right, we shall return in the next couple of minutes, Stoneheads, so don't touch that dial. I think I have a photograph of Joe and Hillary. Coming up. You're the next. We need somebody to shove.
Suddenly he breaks into song, and I'm waiting by the phone, waiting for you to call me up and tell me I'm not alone. And I'm waiting by the phone, waiting for you to call me up and tell me I'm not alone. Hello, speak up. Is there somebody there? These hang-ups are getting me down. In a world frozen over with overexposure, let's talk it over. Let's go out and hang it down. And I'm waiting by the phone, waiting for you to call me up and tell me I'm not alone. 'Cause I want somebody to shove. I need somebody to shove. I want somebody to shove me.
Yes! Yes! Oh, that's good! Yeah!
The crack jacks in all the difference in the world is just a call away. And I'm waiting by the phone, waiting for you to call me up and tell me I'm not alone. Yes, I'm waiting by the phone, waiting for you to call me and tell me I'm not alone. 'Cause I want somebody to shove. I need somebody to shove. I want somebody to shove me.
That is Soul Asylum. I see I made some people sick with that photo. Hey, I just report the news, man, you know? That's all I do. They do make a lovely couple, don't you think? There they are. Hey, if they're happy, what the hell? Ugh. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Hope everybody's well today. All right. Let's see what else is going on. Now, this comes up now and then, and since it's a National Sex Day, I didn't realize there were so many sperm donors in the world, and it's not because of anything but people wanting to make money. And yes, if you're virile, if your sperm is in good shape, you can make some serious dough. In fact, I spoke about this before. There was a guy, I believe, in Japan who did it like every day, and he finally died doing it while he was, let's just say, doing the deed. They found him, this is not funny, but what a way to go. While he was in the office, they closed the door, and usually they'll put on some videos, some adult entertainment or magazines, and then you put it in the petri dish or whatever. So they didn't know what happened to him because he didn't come out for a while. And so they opened the door, and there he was, half naked, with magazines all around. He had a heart attack. It could happen. So here is a guy who says he's retiring as a sperm donor after 65 kids. 65 kids, so he can find true love. This guy's name is Kyle Gordy. I'll put up a picture of him in a second. He's 32. He is the biological father. Think about that. 65 children across the globe with another 7 on the way. But he wants to give it up so he can find true love. Well, yeah. Interesting. So here is a picture of the dude. He's retiring. Look at that. After 65 kids. Unbelievable. You know, there was a time where some women, when I used to work in, let's say, a radio station, yeah, they wanted, they wanted my DNA.
Hi, Terry. I was calling because I'm looking for a sperm donor.
Excuse me?
I'm looking for a sperm donor.
What's the matter? You can't conceive?
Oh, I ain't worried about conceiving. I just want some sperm.
Okay. Well, I'll try to help you with that. I've never. All right.
Are you available?
You don't want me. I have very.
Oh yeah, you're a strong, healthy, good-looking man. Come on now.
I have low T. You know what low T is?
Oh yeah.
Low testosterone. Okay.
We don't care.
That's someone that's very, very desperate. I'll say that. And some people are actually storing their sperm. Yeah. They're putting in the freezer and whatnot. For what reasons, I don't know. Maybe because they're trying to build a superhuman race down the road. But you have to keep an eye on that.
Devil, what are you
second.
looking for in a guy?
Ooh, let me see what this is before I get to our next segment here. Hang on. It's a woman with 3 breasts. Okay.
Try devil, what are you looking for in a guy?
Coin-operated boy sitting on the shelf. He is just a toy, but I turn him on and he comes to life. Automatic joy, that is why I want.
Right. Okay, a woman with 3 breasts. I don't think that's very attractive, to be honest with you. 2 is fine for me. But anyway, getting back to my point about people now freezing the sperm, guys actually, for various reasons, but you have to keep an eye on it.
Let's get it.
Listen, Kenny, I had a problem down there. Well, actually, I did. My sister-in-law had a problem with a refrigerator freezer she bought from y'all.
Okay.
She's pretty upset. I don't know whether you remember or not. She bought a big, 20, 30-foot refrigerator freezer about 6 months ago. And the reason I was calling is that her husband, my brother-in-law, Cooter Bob Wexler, they is trying to have them a child there. And it ain't funny.
Ain't funny?
No, sir, it ain't funny because Bob passed away before they could have a kid.
Uh-huh.
And they was trying, of course, they was having to do it by artificial persemination there. And before he passed on, he filled about half a quart jar, empty mayonnaise jar of his seed there. It was up in the freezer. And she just got back this morning.
Mm-hmm.
And that daggone thing quit working. And it thawed out and spoiled his seed there. And that she's tore up. She's been over here crying all morning long. What I'm calling about is the daggone seed that's got spoiled in there.
The what got spoiled?
The seed, his seed.
Oh, the seed.
Yes, sir.
I think.
She was wanting his kid, and they ain't going to be able to have one now.
Just because he lost the seed.
Well, he passed on, Kenny. He dead.
Died, and then he left the seed in the freezer.
Yes, he done it before he passed on. That's what the problem was.
I see.
He ain't there no more. And that's all we had of him left. What I need to get done is she's pretty upset. I was just wondering if we couldn't get some money out of you to compensate her, or maybe some appliances or something to take this woman off my hands, because she's crying and tore it up about it, and I ain't needing to handle it no more.
And she's
either gonna have to get some satisfaction, or they're just gonna boil down to an ass whooping.
Who whipping?
An ass whooping. And I was getting ready to come over there and be on you like a rat on a Cheeto. How about you just fill a mayonnaise jar out for me and I can put it in its place?
How long did it take me?
How long might that take? If she needs to get artificially perseminated, she's in heat.
Perseminated.
Yeah. I
If you see me walking down the line with my favorite honky-tonk in mind, yeah, I'll be here around supper time. One can of dinner and a bunch of wine. Yeah, drink up and Hellraisers. Yeah, baby, don't you wanna come with me? Crackers loud when the band is right. Steel guitars right through the night. Yeah, trying to cover up the corner fire. But everything's cool 'cause this is time. We'll drink up Hellraisers. Yeah, baby, don't you wanna come with me? Ah, play it for you, boy.
That's what I'm talking about. Beer drinkers and hell raisers. ZZ Top. They kind of look like them. That must have been COVID. They're wearing their mask. Now, that's a mask to wear. That's right. Those poor people in New York dealing with the smoke. It's still there. People are suffering. That's okay. It's New York. They're supposed to be fighters in New York. Stop complaining. Damn Canadians doing that. All right, so now here is a great story. Not a great story, but I've been following it because it has to deal with booze. The Supreme Court, imagine this going all the way to the highest court, folks, has ruled for Jack Daniels in a poop-themed dog toy trademark fight. This has been going on. It's kind of silly, but Jack Daniels won it. They sued this dog toy company because they made something similar to the Jack Daniels bottle. And it's a poop-themed dog toy. And we just talked about licensing and copywriting. Well, here's a good example of copyright. I don't think it's horrible. I don't know why Jack Daniels would spend the money and this would go all the way up to the Supreme Court. But they didn't like the fact that this toy company was making, toys specifically for dogs that poop. Okay? Well, all dogs poop. We all poop. But they didn't like it to be associated with their drink. I guess I kind of understand that. But you know what? Have a god dang sense of humor. This is what I'm talking about. Would you stop drinking Jack Daniels because a toy company is making a dog toy poop themed? Okay, I think it would be great publicity. And to be honest with you, maybe you see it differently. I don't think it looks similar. It looks similar to Jack Daniels, but I don't think it's exactly the same. I could see where it says Tennessee. So what? That's the state. The Tennessee is very, very close to what the Jack Daniels Tennessee looks like. And instead of whiskey, it has carpet. But the Supreme Court ruled in favor of Jack Daniels. Well, speaking about Jack Daniels, let's go Brandon Farmer. Here he is. Hello there, Brandon Farmer. How are you doing?
What's going on, Perry? Nobody's calling in to take a drink, so I said, what the hell? Let me call and have a shot with you. I know you want one.
Oh, absolutely. I don't know. People are, you know what? We're number one in the Middle East. You see how many people, they're still checking in on Facebook. Masoom Prince is called. The Prince from the Middle East is watching. Masoom
Sure.
Prince. How you doing, Prince?
Well,
yeah.
I hope they enjoy the show. If one of them calls in, take a shot, then I'm gonna have a damn heart attack. That'd be funny.
Hey, we welcome all to this show. That's wonderful that we're.
Yes, we do, Perry. Yeah, you're right. Don't discriminate.
We don't discriminate. So how are you doing? What's going on in your world?
Not, man. Just got done my full work week, and just planning on Traces on her way. So I'm gonna get drunk tonight and just enjoy a weekend off, my man.
Oh, the gal is away. Now, yes, now when your girlfriend's away, do you go out? Do you party with the guys, or do you get in trouble?
No. Not really. I mean, when she's here, we just kind of hang out. We might go out and go get something to eat, or we just kind of hang out at home. Just,
I see.
Watch TV or whatever. Just whatever.
I was trying to get you
Enjoy
in trouble.
company, that's all.
Okay, well, that's nice. That's
No,
so
you
sweet.
don't get me in trouble. Nobody get me in trouble. So.
I don't know, Brandon. I don't know.
I don't know either, Perry.
Just got to be careful. You know how ladies are.
Oh, yes. We know that.
You didn't have to answer that.
Right?
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. Well, good.
Well, let's have a drink. What the hell?
Let's have a drink. What are we drinking to? Another Friday? Whatever.
Friday, and everybody have a great weekend, and whatever.
And whatever. To whatever. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Vodka and juice. Boom.
Vodka. So you're having a screwdriver. That's what that's called, right? You have vodka and juice.
Well, it's that Minute Maid shit you buy at the food line in the dairy aisle. It's cool, but it's fruit punch like. I like to mix with that. People think I'm retarded, but I like it.
That's okay. That's fine. You drink what you like.
Yeah.
You know, you can't worry about this.
Fucking ain't right, man.
You don't worry what people think or what people say. You just
That's
have to,
exactly
you know,
right.
if it tastes good for you. And
You know what? I
enjoy it.
learned that a long time ago. Back in my younger years, I would worry about everybody think. Now I don't give a shit what you think about me. You either like me or you don't.
Absolutely. That's the way to think. All right, Mr. Farmer, you have a great weekend.
All right, buddy.
We'll talk to you soon.
Y'all have a
Thank
great
you.
weekend.
You too. Yeah, okay. There we go. Yeah, we got a lot of people, new ones. I like that name, Masoom Prince. Wherever you are, Masoom Prince. I assume you like me, Masoom. Just saying. Wonderful names, too. Got to get used to it. They're so, I can't pronounce any of them. Look at these names. I mean, Brandon Farmer is a nice regular name. Perry Stone, sure. But some of these names are amazing. Stanislaw Korazi. Nazar Vizinjam. Almarjir Khan. Muhammad Fuku Kushishi. Faruka. I love Veruca Salt myself. Shazam Alam. Shazad Alam. I know him, but forgive me. Salim Malik. Some of the people. Savajot Roy. Damn. You know, you folks out there in the Middle East, you better not get a baseball franchise. They won't be able to put your names on back of the jerseys. It's just going to go on and on and on forever. I'm just saying. But anyway, John Shear. These are some of the people checking in. Okay. Well, I don't know if you guys in the Middle East, do you guys drink on Friday? Is that, I don't know. Do you do? But if you do, this is to you. We appreciate you tuning in to the show. I hope you pass it along to other people. I'm really touched that you guys are tuning in. Okay, I don't know what you think. I'd like to get your opinions about this, and I'm not sure if it's being translated in a different language. That might be funny. But anyway, here's to you guys in the Middle East. Okay, what you must think about our country right now. It's almost embarrassing, but that's a different story. Here's to you. Do you know Dubai? Bit of trivia. Dubai is beautiful. Saudi Arabia. Dubai has the tallest building in the world right now. It's unbelievable how much wealth Saudi Arabia has. And as people may or may not know, we talked about oil and whatnot. We are oil sufficient in this country, but with this administration, they refuse to dig. They refuse. So they're begging Saudi Arabia to produce more oil. And it's a shame because we can sustain. We've had this for the longest time. We don't need to beg any country for oil, but they just refuse. And you know why? Because of, the whole environment thing, and, you don't want to dig and, all that stuff. An unknown caller. Oh. Yeah, he's known, all right. Hello there, Cosmic. How are you doing?
Happy drunken Franken Friday.
You too. What's new in your world?
Not a whole lot. I think I'm going to head over to Brandon Farmer's house. It sounds like he and I could probably have a good time together.
Actually, I think you two would get along, famously. I think you two would get along. I really do. I mean that. No, I think you would.
He said he just finished up his work week, and, I kind of got started late today. I just got into third gear, Perry.
Well, okay.
And I'm a speed, so,
Right. Well, maybe one day you and Brandon can get together and talk about old times.
I don't know. I'm probably a little bit older than he is.
How old are you, may I ask, Cosmic?
I'm getting ready to turn 66 here in about another month and a half.
Okay, all right. Well, I think Brandon, Brandon's much younger. I think Brandon, I would suspect, is going to be in his 30s or something.
No, it's good, man. And, and here you are, chugging on that skull. And, I figured, well, shoot, I'll take a toast with you. I don't want you to get too far away from that skull on Friday.
All right, that's fine. Well, listen, Brandon just checked in on the chat room. He says, "Come on over, Cosmic." He's invited you. See? You gonna
Oh
go?
my God! Yeah, I've got one of them tubes. You know, all I gotta do is step into it and hit a button. Boo! All I gotta do, all I need is his coordinates. You know, is
All right, well, you guys get together, okay?
latitude and longitude. Of, you know, just punch them in, and boom, I'm there.
Brandon, by the way, just checked in. He's 46, and I said he was in the 30s. He looks good for 46. I don't know what.
46.
46. 46.
Hey, I could be his daddy.
Well, what you people in the South do with sheep and incest, that's your prerogative in going in those things. But anyway, that's good.
I'm going to stop by the Army boot camp down there. You know, the good old ABC, and pick up another soldier before I head down there.
Okay. Well, you guys get together, and I hope. Now, look, I know.
What?
Just be careful when you guys booze it up, because things happen and there could be some homosexuality going on.
Oh, no. There you go again, Barry. No, my door only swings one way, Barry.
That's good. He says, bring Franklin and plenty of alcohol.
Daggone Skippy. Hey, and tell him I got the good stuff that comes from neighboring county, and it's all good old homegrown. You know, I'm sure he's familiar with that.
All right. Well, you two get together. It sounds like a wonderful date. Hey,
and Perry, listen.
Yeah.
Hey, you've been playing some good kick butt rock and roll, but I know you like to sometimes mix it up a little bit.
Sure.
And being that the prime of my life was in the 70s and the 80s, and
really?
I saw it all and I heard it all. Hey, there's a mutual friend of ours. His name was Waylon Jennings. You remember him, don't you?
Oh, absolutely. Sure. Yes, I do. What can I play for you?
And you don't mind playing a little country every now and then, do you?
No, not at all. What song do you want to hear? If I can find a cover.
Well, there's one that sticks in mind. That it kind of, I don't know. It feels like it fits the format for today.
Just tell me the fucking song. What do you want to hear?
Are you sure Hank done it this way?
I'm writing this down. I don't know if I heard that. You sure?
Huh?
I'm writing it down. You sure what? What is the song?
Are you sure Hank done it this way?
All right. Let me look this up for you, okay? All right.
It's there, and they used to play it.
All
and listen, you won't regret it. I don't think your listeners will either. Especially good old Bill Duff. He'll probably appreciate it.
All right. Well, I got to run, and I thank you very much. You two get together, Brandon, and I'm sure you guys will have a hootenanny, okay?
Hey, wait a minute. We got to take a toast.
Oh, okay. What are we toasting to?
We're toasting to Waylon Jennings and Hank.
Okay, sounds good. To Hank, and somebody said, I posted something on Facebook with a cowboy hat, and somebody says I look like Hank Williams. Yeah. I don't know what that means.
You're a spitting image, Barry.
Absolutely. All right, on the count of three. 1, 2, 3.
Count of 3. There we go.
All right. Delicious. All right.
Oh, some Kentucky bourbon. Whoa.
I love you. You have a good weekend. Love you, Cosmic. All right, I'm going to go find his song. And got a request from the Middle East. That's right. It's #1 in the Middle East. Here we go. There's a lot of sunshine in the Middle East, and it's hotter than hell. Here we go. But I think this is a fun song for everybody.
Indulging in my self-defeat.
It's just a happy song. Puts a smile on my face. Len originally did that. Also appeared in a movie, Steal My Sunshine. That girl is very, very cute, and she's bubbly. I like that, bubbly. All right. So let's see. Brandon Farmer wanted to hear this song. Now, you know me. I'm a rock guy. I do appreciate, country. And there's a battle going on between the old country versus the new country. The new country is very popular on radio. A lot of radio stations that play the new country are number one in their respective markets. Yeah, it's true. But some people, just like rockers, some gravitate to the old stuff as opposed to the new stuff. What is new in rock and roll these days? Not much new, okay? But I'm just saying, it's the music you grew up on. That's where you gravitate towards. So anyway, I don't know this song. So there you go. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. But anyway, here's a song for Cosmic. I'll say one thing, it's a party song. Obviously, that's a cover from the Mavericks. Hope you enjoyed that, Cosmic. Whatever. There you go. See, we don't discriminate on this show as long as it's legal. And we've been illegal for a lot of days, but that's okay. Anyway, let's get back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, it's that time of season where cicadas are we're gonna be bombarded with cicadas, and this is interesting what people are going
Millions
through.
of Mormon crickets have descended on 6 counties in Nevada, creating a bug-infested nightmare for many residents.
So gross. News specialist Shara Park is in Elko with the story.
Yeah, good evening, you guys, from Elko. The Mormon crickets, they have converged on this community. They are in the shrubs, they're on the street, they are climbing the walls.
They're just gross. They look like spiders. Yeah, and they poop everywhere.
Thousands upon thousands of Mormon crickets creeping across Elko right now.
We just stay inside. We don't go outside.
They're in fields, roaming the streets. They're even climbing the hospital walls.
It got to the point where just to get patients into the hospital, we had people out there with leaf blowers, with brooms. At one point, we even did have a tractor with a snowplow on it just to try to push the piles of crickets and keep them moving on their way.
The crickets made their way into town on Monday and within days had taken over some areas of the community.
They're in their migratory phase, if you want to call it that, and they're moving, and Mormon crickets can move up to a mile a day.
Jeff Knight is an entomologist for the Nevada Department of Agriculture. He says the crickets have a 4 to 6 year cycle and then they disappear for a while. The dormant period for Elko ended in 2019, so now they're back.
I do sympathize with people because, it is kind of overwhelming to have these kind of populations, but they will go away.
And they drop from the ceiling down. Yeah, they're gross. They're super gross.
For Precious Drake, the
Right in
crickets
their
can't
ass.
move on fast enough.
Oh, yeah, that must feel good. Oh, wow. It dropped in her ass. That's kinky.
She draws the line when they're inside her home.
I have
those nasty little sexual crickets. Wow.
Electric outlet that doesn't have a cover on it. And somehow one of them got in and was looking at me when I woke up.
Yeah. All right. Now, there is a movement, we talked about this before, where they don't want us to eat meat anymore or chicken or anything like that. They want us to eat the bugs. They want us to eat crickets and cicadas because they're going to be a problem. You folks in Virginia, I remember a few years ago, you were inundated. They were mating like crazy, and of course they make they make a sound. So at night you hear them screwing. It's great. In fact, they put up a cicadas mating hotline.
That's it. That's it. Don't move. Get on your knees. All 8 of them. Grab my antenna. This is great. Roger. Roger. Was that good? Oh, God. Baby, you're the best. I'm the best thing you've had in 17 years. You got it. I couldn't do it again before that.
It's very annoying when you're trying to sleep and you hear the cicadas mating, and it turns me on. I want to hear it again because I'm getting turned on.
That's it. That's it. Don't move. Get on your knees. All 8 of them. Grab my antenna. This is great. Roger. Roger. Was that good? Oh, God. Baby, you're the best. I'm the best thing you've had in 17 years. You got it. I couldn't do it again before that.
Yeah. All righty. There you go. So be careful, folks. Be careful out there with the crickets. I mean, they're just disgusting. They're just very disgusting, and the cicadas are disgusting. What can I tell you? All right, we shall be back with more, folks. Boy, look at the time. Are we having fun today? Of course we're having fun. I need my fix of Zeppelin. Here we go. It's Mr. Jimmy. power of the mighty Zepp. That's Mr. Jimmy. And the next best thing to Led Zeppelin and a Led Zeppelin concert. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is one of my favorite Zeppelin albums. I know I talked about it, but I recommend it if you're a big Zeppelin fan. A little known album, didn't get a lot of airplay, and it's not considered their best, but I think it's just a rockin' album. It's called Presence, and that is the opening track, Achilles' Last Stand. I recommend if you're a Zeppelin fan, because a lot of people don't know it. They know Led Zeppelin 1, 2, and of course Zoso with Stairway to Heaven and all the big hits. But if you're into some really hard Led Zeppelin music, check out Presence. Good night, Jeannie Harper. Thank you for tuning in. Do appreciate it. Hope you are feeling much, much better. Just before Cosmic called in, we were talking about that lawsuit, which, I'd like to be a fly on the wall. The Supreme Court having to determine Jack Daniels suing a dog manufacturer, a toy manufacturer, who designed a bottle that looks a little bit like the Jack Daniels bottle. It was a poop toy. Okay, all in fun, and Jack Daniels won. Can you imagine? I'd like to be a fly on the wall. You have the best of the best to be a Supreme Court justice. First, you have to be very, very smart, but it's like, all right, what's on the docket today? We have a toy. It's a poop bottle, and it's Jack Daniels, which is a fine whiskey. They're saying that it looks similar to the poop bottle. What's your thoughts? Does it look like poop bottles of the Jack Daniels? And they get paid mega bucks, but Jack Daniels won. It reminds me, I had a cosmic moment. A dream I had a long time ago when I was probably drinking a little bit too much of Jack Daniels, where I was reincarnated into a Jack Daniels bottle. Yeah, it was wild. Just like yesterday, the dream.
Oh man, this is the life. I was actually reincarnated into a big bottle of Jack Daniels. Wow, thank you, God. All these burly men are going to be drinking from me, and I'll be hanging out with them, going fishing and watching NASCAR and all that. Who's this guy coming? He's looking at my bottle here. Who the hell is this?
Oh, Todd will absolutely love this. I want to make my special pina colada with the Jack Daniels in it. Or should I make him a mint julep with it? I don't know. I'm going to buy it.
No. You don't want me, sir. Sir, you don't want me. You want more of a Chardonnay or a Pinot Grigio wine. You don't want to. You want to stay away from the Jack Daniels.
And I like the label. It's very, very cute. Oh, and then after I get Todd drunk, I'll use the bottle as a pogo stick, and I'll hop up and down on it. Oh, that'll turn Todd on. We're gonna have a great romantic evening.
No! It was a horrible dream. Horrible dream.
When you think of your favorite whiskey, is it smooth, full-bodied, aged to perfection? I bet it is, but what if I told you that you can get all that in a single malt, low-calorie diet whiskey that comes in a cinnamon or blueberry flavor? Oh yeah, girlfriend. This here drink is something to die for. So whether you're a redneck who's thinking about getting lady parts, or a good, wholesome family man who likes to wear his grandma's underbreeches, when it's all said and done, one taste of blueberry cinnamon diet whiskey, and y'all are going to be sitting around planning your uncle's gay wedding.
Disturbing, huh? If it's disturbing, it's the Perry Stone Show. All right, here's a list. We're talking about, if you tuned in earlier today, how it's funny to watch people at the gym because they have these classic rock songs that play. And the kids are like making all these faces, and it's funny to see the reaction to some of these songs. But here is one of those lists where if you showed it to a teenager, they probably think you're just making stuff up. Someone came up with 40 things you'd only remember from your youth. And if you do, you're officially old. Here we go. And I remember these things. Using a pencil to rewind a cassette tape. Y'all remember doing that? the cassette, and the tape is out. I take the pencil. Teenagers won't understand that, but you do. Hearing someone yell, "Get off the internet, I need to use the phone." Yikes. Cars that needed 2 different keys, one to unlock the door and a different key to start the engine. I don't remember that one. When everyone's favorite treat was push-up pops, where you basically ate ice cream out of a toilet paper roll. I remember that one, the Good Humor truck would, and it was. You were kids, you didn't care. But yeah. Printing out your directions from MapQuest. If you're over 60, you might still do that one. Having a notebook where you kept track of all your friends' phone numbers. I had that. Now you have this. If you wanted to watch a movie, you had to switch to channel 3. That was back before TVs had different input options. Accidentally burning yourself with a car's cigarette lighter. Now the holes where they used to be are just for plugging in chargers. Finding out which movies were at your local theater by checking the newspaper, or you called movie phone. I remember doing that. I had a date. What do you want to see? I want to see that new movie, Saturday Night Live. Saturday Night Fever, I should say. Yes. And you call for the times, right? If you weren't listening to the radio, you were listening to something from your CD holder, and it was probably attached to your car's sun visor. These are a list of things that really touches home here, where if you told teenagers today this is what you did, they'd look at you like, what? You're crazy. It's a bitch getting old, huh? But they were good times, right? They were innocent times, more innocent than today, right? All right, it's now time for some animal videos. I've often said, and you're going to see a series of these things, that I think cats, and I know for sure, like if hell exists, cats are down there. This is the devil's animal, okay? I don't think dogs, all dogs go to heaven. Hey, that's a good title for a movie. But yeah, cats, they're creepy. So I want you to watch this, folks. It's my ball. You're not taking my ball. Now this is what you ladies who do facials, not those kind of facials, but you know, if you have a cat, that may scare the hell out of it, and that's a good thing. Oh.
This is absurd behavior.
Yeah, don't get too close to it.
Mr. Chief, face the camera.
Yeah. Yeah. See, this is the kind of shit they do. They're like terrorists. You think this is cute? Watch what the cat's going to do now. Whap! Oh! It's like a helicopter. All right, now look at this. This is good to torment them. They deserve to be tormented.
What can I get for you?
The cat's going to order. There you go, a little tormenting of pussy. Oh, that's fun. Now here's something, I don't know if I could cue this up just yet. I'll have to probably wait for it. But there is a new type of portable urinal. Now, as you know, if I can get it, hang on. If you recall, for your new viewer, those of you in the Middle East, our good friend Daniel Dameron gave me this, a bedazzled little urinal thing that you, if you're on the road and you have, let's just say, a sensitive bladder and you don't want to get off to those sleazy rest stops, because there's a lot of them with hookers and drugs and things of that nature. So you keep this and you pee in it, and then, you know, I make my martinis. Shaken, not stirred, Moneypenny. Yeah. Like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But now I'm going to show you a new urinal that is really made for the office. I'll try to cue that up for you in the next couple of minutes. It's not queuing. I don't know why. Interesting. All right. We have other things to show you. That's okay. Here is maybe another possible date for Cosmic. Yeah, this woman is, I don't know, a little bit too giddy, but I guess she was laid off at her job, and she did something around the office. I think it's kind of funny, but she's kind of, I don't know, creepy. So I can understand if watching this why she was laid off. Let me get this going here. Hang on.
So I was laid off and Friday was my last day, and I was the only member of my team to get laid off, which really super sucked. But to prove that I will never actually leave, I hid these two pictures of myself all over the office.
All right, we'll get back to that one because the horse whisperer is calling me. Horse whisperer, how are you doing?
Hey there, how are you?
I am fine. What's new? I haven't heard from you in so long. I've missed you.
I know. I've been busy, I've been really busy, and today I had off from being busy, but now I'm back. I had an MRI today. I was in the doctor's office listening to you, so I had to take everything
out of my ear. Is everything okay? An MRI?
Yeah, my shoulder's messed up. My shoulder's messed up, and hopefully it's going to be nothing,
Sure. Oh,
you never know.
Man, I mean, all the Stoneheads. Jeannie Harper, health issues. Wow, unbelievable.
I know. That's the hazards of being a horse person. I'm still out in the. Yesterday I was out in the field throwing those 70-pound bales up on the truck and stacking them in the barn and everything, but.
Sure.
I had to be a little bit more careful, use the left arm more than the right, but I'm still doing it.
Wow. So because you're into horses and you work so hard, it has affected your shoulder.
No. My shoulder's because I got knocked over by a horse that ran through my shoulder.
Okay, but I had to deal with a horse, okay?
Yeah, I'm safer on the horse than on the ground.
Gotcha.
The horse,
makes sense.
The horse was going in the barn, and I said, "Oh, good, go in your stall." And he threw his head up and went, "Wait, what?" And he wheeled around and flew out the door and caught me in the shoulder and knocked me.
Oh, wow. Jeez.
Nothing like having a 1,600-pound horse not run through you.
Jeez, I don't know. Did you ever watch Yellowstone?
Oh yeah, that's my favorite.
I'll tell you. Well, I was thinking of you because I just finished up season 5. They have some beautiful horses in that show. They really do. It's amazing. I think it's interesting. There was an episode where, oh gosh, what's the star's name again? Oh Lord, I'm having a Joe Biden moment.
Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner is teaching this young man how to ride a horse. And he says, "My balls hurt." It was something to that effect. And Kevin Costner is saying, "Well, you have to go with the horse. You got to go up and down with the horse." And I thought that was a funny moment. I didn't realize that for a man, I'm not sure about a woman, but if you're a novice when it comes to riding a horse, that it could hurt the boys downstairs, if you will.
It could until you get used to what you're doing, because you have to learn how to adjust your seat and your weight with your legs.
Interesting.
That's where it takes really strong legs.
Right.
To hold your core in a certain way where you're not being bounced around, and then you go with the horse.
Right. So I know you teach horse riding lessons, I believe. So like if I came over and I said, I want to get on a horse, but I'm afraid about my boys. Okay, you would teach me. You would teach me how to nurture the boys.
You learn. You have to learn, and it takes time to strengthen your legs.
Right.
You start with your legs and your position,
right,
and you learn how to use your muscles in the legs to hold your core. And it's a slow process, and it's all physical. Riding is totally physical. You get better and better at it with your physical, physique.
Gotcha.
And it really helps your body. Like if you have any kind of physical issues holding your core for so long while you're riding, you'd be surprised how many stomach muscles you use when you're riding.
Sure. Yeah.
It's incredible, but it's really great for your body to do all these different activities. And then, of course, the more you ride, the more muscular you are. So when you do have fall, you don't get as injured.
See, I remember you from a long time ago. I remember when I first met you at a radio station function, I noticed that your thighs were very muscular. I mean, they were really muscular. I remember that about you.
Yes.
I noticed your thighs.
Well, I've been riding horses all my life.
Yeah,
I used to gallop racehorses.
You walked in.
I galloped 15 racehorses a day when I was young.
You walked in, and I didn't know you, but you had a couple of dogs. I remember that, and you were yelling at one of the dogs to behave, and you had this, I don't know, this look on your face, and I said, this woman is going to crush me with her thighs. She's going to put my head in between her thighs like a nutcracker and crush my skull. I remember that.
That could happen. Yes.
It could happen? You're going to crush...
It could happen.
You could crush me with your thighs. Okay, very nice.
I mean, it's possible. It could happen.
It's possible. You never know. I could be walking down the road. Oh, there's Elizabeth Larney. Put me in a headlock. Fantastic. Well, I've learned a lot. I did enjoy Yellowstone. I did enjoy it. I thought it was pretty good. So I don't know if you like that.
Yeah, I love Yellowstone.
It was good.
I'm sad that he's leaving the show.
Yeah,
Good.
I don't. What? Why is he leaving? Why is it money, or has he got something else going?
I think it was a prior another movie that he's going to start.
Yeah.
Another type of Yellowstone, and I think he's leaving for that. So that's going to put an end to Yellowstone totally.
Well, in Hollywood, it's never an end. So he'll get done with this, and then they'll come back. They always come back.
That's true.
They'll come back or whatever it is, but there's not much more they can do with Yellowstone. I guess there is. It's Hollywood, but I think everything that they needed to do was done already. But who knows? People love it, and if it gets high viewership, they'll bring it back. They always do. They always do. All right.
Well, I just made myself a drink if you want to have one.
Oh, I'll have one. Thank you, Miss Nutcracker. Here we go.
I'm a little sore, so I have to have a really good stiff one.
Okay, well, here we go. What are we drinking to, Horse Whisperer?
Oh, I don't know. It's so beautiful outside. We're just drinking to the beautiful weather.
Drinking to the beautiful weather, just like you. Here we go, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Mm-hmm.
Yummy.
Yeah. Do you ever drink in front of your horses? Is that a no-no, or do you drink in front of them?
Of course I do. I can drink with the horses, on the horses. It doesn't matter.
Well, it's not
Horse
the right...
people drink.
I don't know if it's...
When you work hard, you drink hard.
Well, I don't know if that's the proper thing you want to show, that their master is drinking. I don't know if that's the kind of... Or do you smoke weed in front of them?
Sure. Why not? They don't care. They don't care. They like to... Horses like to drink too, you know.
Not booze. They like water, and they're not drinking booze unless you're giving them.
No, horses like beer.
Okay, so you give them beer. That's nice. Okay, but I'm just worried that
they love it.
I'm sure. So do dogs. What's not to like? But if you're smoking weed, can't the horse get stoned?
Probably not really. I mean, you gotta have to blow it in their mouth or nose or whatever.
Well, I know. I'm just saying you can get, there's secondhand highs. You get.
Yeah,
smoke.
I guess you could. I never got a horse stoned. I remember years ago, maybe I had a dog that we used to blow weed into her mouth or nose once in a while.
I'm just learning here. I'm learning. Okay.
I was a kid then, so what do I know?
Okay. Well, very, very nice. It's always. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
No. That's it. I don't have anything else to say. I don't want to keep the show on hold just to listen to me.
Well, we have somebody for that. He's called Cosmic. But anyway, we'll move on.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Elizabeth Larney, thank you for all you do.
Love you. Bye, Stoneheads. Love all of you.
Horse Whisperer, ladies and gentlemen. She's a dear. She is. She always sends me stuff at night. Okay. It's great, and we always trade. I know we're talking about TV shows. It may be boring to you, but I'm into all this stuff. I got no life. It's either this show or I'm watching these Netflix series, and we're always trading. Hey, is anything good on Netflix? Anything good? Yeah, this is good. Just check this out. So we kind of trade back and forth. All right, let's get back to the bone. Yeah. Uh-oh.
join that found. The head nurse spoke up, said leave this one alone. She could tell right away that it was bad to the bone. Bad to the bone. Bad to the bone. Bad. Bad. Bad to the bone. Broke 1,000 hearts for only you. Break 1,000 more, baby, for I'm through. One of yours, pretty baby, yours and yours alone. Here to tell you, honey, I'm back to the bone, back to the bone. Bad, bad, bad. Rich woman back, good woman steel, like an old woman blush, like a young girl squeal. One of yours, pretty baby, yours and yours alone. And to tell you, honey, I'm bad to the bone. Bad, 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 bad to the bone.
You know, I realize that it's National Sex Day, but, you know, these videos, some of them are a little bit too sexual. They really are. I mean, that's sexual. That whole thing was just women and, I don't know, it's just, what's this? Is this going to be a holy, nice, no, it's not. No. Stop all these sexy videos.
You let me violate you. You let me desecrate you. You let me penetrate you.
Oh, jeez. I was just starting to get turned on. Hello.
What do you mean you don't have any life?
What?
What do you mean you don't have any life?
I don't have any life. But thanks for calling. Much appreciated, Cosmic. I was watching some porn, man. You interrupted my porn.
Say you have a life.
Watching porn, and you interrupted it.
I'm sorry.
All right. Now let me go enjoy my porn. Thank you. God. Where was I? I had my sock on. There we go.
You let me violate you. You let me desecrate you. You let me penetrate you. You let me complicate you. I broke apart my insides. I've got no soul to sell. The only thing that works for me. Help me get away from myself. I wanna fuck you like an animal. I wanna feel you from the inside. I wanna fuck you like an animal. My whole existence is fun. You get me closer to God. You can have my isolation. You can have the hate that it brings. You can have my absence of faith. You can have my everything. You tear down my reason. It's your sex I can smell. You make me perfect. Help me become somebody else. I wanna fuck you like an animal. I wanna feel you from the inside. I wanna fuck you like an animal. My whole existence is fun. You get me closer to God. Fuck you like an animal. I wanna feel you from the inside. I wanna fuck you like an animal. My whole existence is fun. You get me closer to God. You get me closer to
I think that's my new favorite video, ladies and gentlemen. Now, speaking about videos, I have something new here I want to That's right, Brandon. You won't hear that on a radio station. Well, actually, a lot of radio stations play Nine Inch Nails closer, but they bleep out the F-bombs. All you hear is, I wanna, like an animal. But here on the Perry Stone Show, we can cuss. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, since it is Friday, I have for you the video of the week. Do you know what it is? Yes, the video of the week. Yes, we've compiled a lot of videos this week, and Judge Perry Stone has basically put, I think I've judged this to be the best, I don't want to say it's the best, but the most outrageous video that I've played during the week. I don't know if you agree. There's been a lot of good ones, but this to me this says it all, okay? This says it all.
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
I can call the police if you'd like me to. You need to settle down.
You need to settle down and mind your business, okay? Ma'am, once again, ma'am.
I said both of you.
No, you said sir. Once again, it's ma'am.
I actually said both of you guys. It was general.
Right beforehand, you fucking said sir.
Sir? Okay.
Motherfucker, take it outside. If you want to call me sir again, I will show you a fucking sir.
I apologize.
Motherfucker.
I apologize now.
I need your corporate number. Because I'm going to call them and talk about how it's misgendered several times in this store.
I apologize for that.
I need your corporate number now.
I can get that for you. Feels like that's not a problem.
Get it for me now.
I'm going to ask you to calm down and stop cussing.
Give me your
Stop
corporate
hitting
number.
Mr. Improper.
Well, I'm going to ask you for the 5th time to stop calling me a man. Because quite clearly I am not.
And I apologize. I'm sorry for that, ma'am. I will get you that number. Is that okay?
Yes, get it for me now.
I'm asking you to stop
Get it
cussing.
for me now. I'm not cussing. I'm not cussing.
Okay.
Get me the damn number now, please. Ooh!
Ma'am, I apologize.
Ooh!
I apologize. I'll get you that number right now.
No, you're just going to keep bumping your gums. You're just going to keep bumping your gums and disrespecting trans people in this store, which I plan on telling the entire LGBTQ community. You're going to lose money over this.
Yeah. Well, that guy needs a few Bud Lights. Yeah. It's ma'am. Get it right. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the video of the week. Maybe I'll do some research. I need that person's phone number. And Cosmic, I think that's the perfect date for you. She seems a little frisky. She seems a little spicy. I like that. A woman with a little spice to her. Should be fun on a date, Cosmic. Yeah, she can hop right on top of you. Just don't call her ma'am. Hey, man. I mean, I'm sorry, I can't get over that one. Like, if somebody made a mistake and called me ma'am, I'd laugh my ass off. Do I look... Yes, I'm a bald woman. But if somebody made a mistake and said, oh, you know, maybe they're drunk at a bar and say, hey, you're nice looking, ma'am, you are. What do you think, I'm going to punch the guys? I'd laugh my ass off. That guy needs to... See, they take it too seriously. They do. They just laugh it off. The guy apologized. What the hell? You want blood? You want his penis? You don't need a penis. I just can't get over that one. He got violent. But I have to give credit to the cashier. Didn't lose his cool, was calm. I'm so sorry. So sorry. You want the corporate number? Yes, I need the corporate number now. I'm going to tell everyone. Yeah. Just crazy. Anyway, here's the other crazed lunatic I was going to play before I got some calls. This lady was laid off at work and she decided to leave the office, I guess to prank him, but I don't know, this chick is a little goofy. You pick which chick is goofier.
So I was laid off and Friday was my last day, and I was the only member of my team to get laid off, which really super sucked. But to prove that I will never actually leave, I hid these two pictures of myself all over speech bubble. And at 3:30 today on Monday, I have been informed that this is what they've been doing all day. The best part about it is that I numbered all of these photos, but I skipped numbers. They will never think they found all of them.
That woman is too freaking giddy. Really too giddy. Really too giddy. So she left and put pictures of herself. I guess if you're going to get laid off or fired, you leave in style. Now, this is a disturbing story. Our next story is disturbing. If it's disturbing, once again, it's Perry Stone. I saw this. I was shocked. I mean, we talk about some crimes, and this is just crazy. There is a 26-year-old man in North Carolina named Rico Williams. This is a serious story. He was arrested after punching a 1-year-old, and the mother didn't know who he was. This is a guy at random just came up and punched a 1-year-old. It's unclear why the man did it. It is a true story. I just saw this today. Now, I don't have video. I wouldn't do that. But instead, I have my good friend, Will Ferrell. You know him, Will Ferrell. Yeah, he's going to be like a stunt double for Rico Williams now. And he's going to reenact this thing.
You little fucker.
Bizarre news coming out of the 14th District congressional race in North Carolina. Now get this. Cam Brady, 4-time congressman, punched a baby.
This is likely to hurt him with the Christian right, social conservatives, really any group that opposes baby punching.
Baby is fine, and he said he punches like a 3-year-old.
After Cam Brady's baby punching incident, Marty Huggins has jumped 11 points in the polls.
That is totally taken out of context.
There you go. Will Ferrell, ladies and gentlemen. He's a funny guy. He's going to be playing John Madden, one of the greatest of all time. If you're a football fan, wow, he is irreplaceable. He passed on a few years ago, and he was just so entertaining. He was so into it. He was animated. You see, you go like here. And he really brought to the forefront, which before I die, it is on my bucket list, turducken. Has anybody out there ever had a turducken? I see it all the time at the grocery store around Thanksgiving. And I always wanted to try it, but it's messy. It's exactly what it is. It's a turkey with duck and chicken stuffed in. I mean, the whole thing, if it's done properly. And John Madden brought that to the forefront for Thanksgiving, the turducken. Well, you get this, boom, you get the chicken, you get the duck in there, you pull out, and he's ripping apart. He was a man's man, but he knew his football, the late John Madden. And so Will Ferrell will be playing him in an upcoming movie. All right? All righty. What do we have? Look at the time. Stonehead News is coming up in just a couple of mere moments, so don't touch that dial. Let's see. How do I follow up those 2 videos, the 9-inch nails and... Yeah, I don't know. We need something for the ladies. I'm trying to find something for the ladies. Because I want to be, equal. I don't know. It's so tough because, no, seriously, because a lot of these videos are just geared to men. It's like porn. I don't know. I'm trying, ladies. Yeah, I got all these women. All right, this is the best I can do, I guess. This is, let's do some AC/DC. I wouldn't say these are great-looking dudes, but it's AC/DC, okay? At least they're men. What do you want from me? Jason Momoa? Well, Elizabeth Larney, wait a minute. Hang on, stop. Are you requesting some R&B? Tell me what do you want? Which one? Which R&B song do you want? And I'll go look it up. But punch it in the chat room. What do you want to hear? Because that's a very broad thing. R&B. What? Which artist? Song. Thank you. Back in a moment. See, he's good looking. At least he's a man. Yeah, that's manly music for you. Hard as a rock, AC/DC. All right, now Elizabeth Larney, she's big into R&B. I couldn't find any really good Bobby Brown. I didn't know Bobby Brown was R&B. I don't even know any of his tunes. Maybe I do. But anyway, when I think of R&B, I think of a lot of the old classics, like Barry White, that big bloated thing, Whale. He had a lot of people made love to Barry White music. Yeah, baby, I'm Barry White. Yeah. How about some Curtis Mayfield, huh? I think of Pimps when I hear this song. Yeah.
Dark as the night with the moon shining bright. There's a set going strong, a lot of things going on. The man of the hour has an air of great power. The dudes have envied him for so long. Ooh, Superfly, you're gonna make your fortune by and by. But if you lose, don't ask no questions why. The only game you know is do or die. Hard to understand, what a hell of a man. This cat of the slum had a mind, wasn't done. But a weakness was shown, cause his hustle was wrong. His mind was his own, but the man lived alone. Ooh, Superfly. Ooh, Superfly. You're gonna make your fortune by and by. But if you lose, don't ask no questions why. The only game you know is do or die. The game he plays for keeps. Hustling cars and ghetto streets, trying to get over. It's what I try to do, y'all. Taking all that he can take, gambling with the odds of fate, trying to get over, trying to get over, trying to get over, trying to get over. Oh, Superfly. The aim of his rules to move, not a blow. Asking his dream what doesn't mean he wouldn't know. Can't be like the rest is the most to confess. But time's running out and there's no happiness. Ooh, Superfly. You're gonna make your fortune by and by. But if you lose, don't ask no questions why. The only game you know is do or die. Superfly. Superfly. Ooh, Superfly. Superfly. Trying to get over.
Oh, that sounded good. I'm sorry. That brings me back. Yes, the mean streets of New York, 42nd Street in the 70s. You see pimps and prostitutes everywhere. The good old days. The city smelt like feces and urine. Good times. Good times. Hello there, Teresa Coleman. She says, hi, Perry and the Stoneheads. Here is an interesting video off of Twitter. Got a lot of hits. This squirrel evidently is playing dead to get sympathy. Yeah, now watch this. Very bizarre. I've never seen a squirrel act like this, except in Rocky and Bullwinkle, of course, but here we go. Look at this thing. Okay. Now watch what this thing does. It goes back, flips over, and what? It's playing dead. What? Must be an alien. He created a whole crime scene for attention. It's one of the most amazing things I've seen. He said, look at me. I'm going to sue you. I'm going to get an attorney. You left that out. I'm blown away. Maybe because I've had too much vodka, but oh, wow. It's playing dead. Did you notice me? Somebody? I'm dead because of you. Well, there's a crotch shot. I don't know if I like that. Needs to wash his balls a little bit better. Nobody's saying anything. I think people are stunned. The people in this house are absolutely stunned. Does the thing ever get up and leave? Well, that's amazing. I don't know what to say about that. You don't see that every day, do you? I think I have another video of a dog doing the same thing, kind of the same thing, looking for sympathy, empathy. See if I can get this. This is a stray dog. Now look at this. Looks like, it's struggling. Somebody help me. Watch this. Dog is struggling. Nobody's stopping to help. There's some pimp music right there. There's some Superfly going on with this. You feel bad. I really felt bad, but then all of a sudden, miraculously, the guy got out of his car and helped him. Look at this. I mean, I legitimately felt bad when I saw this video, and then the dog just all of a sudden, miraculously, it's a miracle, gets up. You know what I think it is? This is from Vietnam. I bet you the dog finally said, I got to get out of here. This guy's he's a chef at some restaurant. I'm going to get eaten. I'm going to be placed, you see? Smart dog. No, I don't want to go home with him. I'm going to be in the pot. Oh my God. Anyway, dogs are smart. And squirrels, evidently, too. I can't get over that one. All right, let's do some Stonehead news here before I get out of here.
From NBC News World Headquarters in New York, this is NBC Nightly News. Reporting tonight, Harry Stone.
I just, before I forget, I want to thank all the people, I'm assuming from the Middle East, all these people that checked in. Why? This happens now and then, okay? It doesn't happen all the time, but for some reason the show is blasting all over the Middle East, or specifically some area. .is watching, .is. And again, please forgive me, I butcher names. Gazelle Razel, Aska Upul, Askanka Upul. Emma Isbit, Abstu Tom. Oh, this next one is going to kill me. Angelica Carbo Garcia, Mohammed Youssef, KL Raul, Farin Zia Izi, Loho Hantu. All right, I can't do any more, man. I'm just going to push. But thank you all. I do appreciate you tuning in. Here's some news. We call it Stonehead news here at the ranch. Canadian wildfires are causing severe air quality issues in New York City. It's so bad, Whoopi Goldberg is now only the second worst cause of air pollution. It's so bad, shoplifters have switched to stealing air purifiers. Visibility is so bad, New Yorkers have to announce it when they give each other the finger. That's bad. People in Japan who got used to wearing masks during COVID are now attending smiling lessons. Mostly, they just sit in a classroom and watch videos of President Biden trying to walk. Oof. A new study says sharks and humans can share the ocean peacefully. It's the first study fully funded by sharks. Yum. Ring the dinner bell. Experts say vitamins help treat memory loss. Unfortunately, patients keep forgetting to take them. The big movie this weekend, Transformers Rise of the, I almost said breasts, Rise of the Beasts, opens this weekend. It's a pretty timely pot, Stonehead. Megatron and the guys tried to rescue Bud Light and Target. And a spoiler alert here, you may want to tune out if you're going to the movies. Evidently, the highlight of the film is when Optimus Prime announces his pronouns. Did you know, it turns out we were not the first to bury the dead. 100,000 years ago, when Joe Biden was around, before modern humans, a species called Homo najadi was already doing it. They also carved stuff on cave walls, but their brains were about a third of the size of ours, like Joe Biden. Donald Duck is 89 today. At least at 89, he now has a damn good excuse for not wearing pants and speaking gibberish, much like our president. I'm just brutal against Biden today, aren't I? 45 years ago in 1978, after a 148-year ban, the Mormons declared that black men could be priests. 6 years ago in 2017, Gene Simmons of Kiss attempted to trademark his devil horns hand gesture, even though it's also used in American Sign Language as a sign for I love you. Devil horns, I love you. He later abandoned his application. 43 years ago, remember Richard Pryor? That would be 1980. He suffered third-degree burns over most of his body while freebasing the cocaine. He had to endure 2 months of painful skin grafting operations, all because coke don't freebase itself, mama. Let's see what else. Calling someone a chicken doesn't make sense. Did you know that? Chickens are actually braver than other birds. Didn't know that. Taco Bell is trying a vegan crunch wrap in select cities starting today. The first markets include LA, New York, and Orlando. Why bother? The whole point of going to Taco Bell is to shit your brains out. That's all the meat. 64 years ago, 1959. Anybody remember Liberace? He defended himself successfully in a lawsuit against William Connor, who called him, quote, a fruit-flavored, mince-covered heap of mother love, biggest sentimental vomit of all time, and a calculating candy floss. Liberace responded, quote, I'm not sentimental. Rest in peace, Liberace. He was a different kind of bird, wasn't he?
Hi there, this is Liberace. Anyway, I'm talking to you from heaven. You know, when I was living, I often got constipated. Now your worries are over. Anyway, I have a brand new product out. It's called Liberace's X-Lax Suppositories. Ooh, they're so cute. They're shaped in the form of little Liberaces, so it makes it very, very easy to take. So the next time that you're constipated, let me do all the work for you. Liberace's X-Lax Suppositories. I'll be waiting for you. Ooh.
The great Liberace, folks. All right. Hey, Dot Is, in the Middle East, you have a big fan in Brandon Farmer. Dot Is. That's like the guy formerly known as Prince. I don't know. I like that. I'm going to change my name to Dot Is. Coming up on Monday on the Dot Is show, I don't know what's coming at the semicolon on Dot Is. All right, there you go. We'll be back hopefully on Monday. Hey, we survived another show and not getting blown off, but that's okay. I wish I was blown off, but that's another story. Until we meet again. Now, don't forget, Monday will be 4 to 6, okay? All right. See you then, Stoneheads. I love you.